Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Alison Sweeney and Ashley Williams overcome hurdles filming new Hallmark movies. Hallmark superstar actresses Alison Sweeney and Ashley Williams star in the highly anticipated movie To Barcelona, with Love, and To Barcelona Forever. Both movies were written by Julie Sherman-Wolfe, who is known for one of the network's biggest movies, Holiday Touchdown, a Chief's love story. Lastly, this was directed by Sir Ron Oliver. However, they had to make some modifications to filming overseas. How did they keep the Hallmark touch filming in Spain? The two stars shared the secrets and hurdles filming the two Passport to Love movies. Earlier this year, Alison Sweeney and Ashley Williams star in the upcoming Hallmark movie To Barcelona, with Love, and the second movie, To Barcelona Forever. They filmed both movies in Spain, but they still had to make the movies feel very much on brand. Speaking to US Magazine, the stars shared how they made it work. Firstly, they filmed both movies at the same time. Although they filmed these movies overseas, they still had to adhere to the tight 3-week movie production per movie. Alison shared that they really had to make it work. The thing about what we were trying to do that's so, intense, is that it's not like you get any more time or any extra anything. She added, there were days where you were shooting 3 scenes from the first movie, and the 2 scenes from the second movie. Thankfully they had Ron Oliver directing. He filmed The Groomsmen in 3 different countries last year. They did not get roads blocked in front of the big Barcelona sites or food markets. Ashley Williams added that the famed director had to teach the crew, who were a Spanish crew and had never done a Hallmark movie before. She added, you know what the pace is. It's very different. This was also different for the actresses. Admitting to growing pains, everything about the production had a different style. This means they had to pivot. However, the crew was amazing with their excitement and enthusiasm. Despite the challenges, it was all worth it. What is Ashley Williams and Alison Sweeney's new Hallmark movie To Barcelona, with Love about? Alison portrays Erica. She is an American expat living in Barcelona for a decade. She is a translator who was tasked with translating Anna Williams' novel. Although her sophomore book has not been a success, Anna finds out that it is a huge success in Barcelona. Therefore, when she gets an invitation to do a book reading there, she jumps at the chance of visiting the world-class city for the first time. There are some misunderstandings that are cleared up. From that, a real friendship develops. Alison Sweeney teased, Anna has cut a great arc in the first movie. And then I think that springboards her into the arc for the second movie. To Barcelona, with Love premieres on Saturday, June 7, at 8 p.m. Eastern. The second movie, To Barcelona Forever, premieres on Saturday, June 14, at 8 p.m. Eastern, on the Hallmark Channel. Hallmark fans, are you looking forward to Alison Sweeney and Ashley Williams star in the 2 Barcelona movies? Alison Sweeney and Ashley Williams, 2 beloved faces of the Hallmark family, have always embraced a sense of joy and warmth on screen that fans can't get enough of. Whether it's Alison dazzling in heartfelt romance dramas or Ashley's perfect comedic timing lighting up wholesome family films, these 2 women have carved unique and adored places for themselves in Hallmark's world. But behind the perfect snowfall backdrops, sweet holiday kisses, and romantic small-town coffee shops, their most recent projects came with an avalanche of unexpected challenges. A collision of schedules. Alison Sweeney, who's known not only for her Hallmark hits like the Wedding Veil series, but also her iconic daytime career on Days of Our Lives, had her schedule tighter than ever. She was splitting time between family obligations, producing duties, and her acting commitments. Meanwhile, Ashley Williams, beloved for her light-hearted, feel-good performances in films like Love on a Limb and Christmas in Evergreen, was balancing her work life with parenting 2 young children. When Hallmark greenlit 2 new original movies starring them in leading roles, there was excitement, but also logistical chaos. One of the primary hurdles was timing. Shooting locations were booked months in advance, and the production windows overlapped with both women's prior commitments. Instead of turning the projects down, Alison and Ashley decided to collaborate and work around the clock to make both movies happen. Some days, I would wrap one set at midnight and be in hair and makeup for another movie at 5 a.m., Alison admitted. Ashley laughed when she heard this, adding, "We became each other's pep squad. Every morning we'd send texts like, 'You've got this,' or 'Today's coffee is on me,' virtually." Weathering the unexpected. One of the biggest surprises came with the weather. Both films were planned as cozy fall romances, which meant golden leaves, brisk sweater weather, and most importantly, no snow. But nature had other plans. On the very first day of Alison's shoot in British Columbia, an unseasonably early snowstorm swept in. We were supposed to be sipping cider on a blanket in a park, Alison recalled. Instead, we were surrounded by snowbanks. Ashley faced her own outdoor dilemma filming in a small-town setting outside Vancouver. A key scene involved her character riding a vintage bicycle through town. But rain pelted down for 3 straight days, making the cobblestone streets slick and treacherous. "I'm a decent bike rider," Ashley laughed. "But every time I tried to ride that bike in heels, it felt like I was auditioning for a blooper reel." The crews were forced to adapt, rearranging shooting schedules and rewriting scenes on the spot. You think of Hallmark movies as these perfect magical worlds. But sometimes creating that magic means filming in freezing weather while pretending it's 60 degrees, Ashley said. "That was our biggest challenge, making everything look effortless when it was anything but." Emotional depth through real-life inspiration. Another hurdle came in the form of script rewrites. Both projects underwent changes to incorporate deeper emotional storylines, something Hallmark has been doing more of lately. Alison's movie centered around a widow finding love again, and Ashley's involved a single mom learning to embrace a second chance at happiness. For Alison, the theme hit home. "I just finished a project about grief for days of our lives, and stepping into another emotionally heavy role was daunting. But it gave me an opportunity to channel real vulnerability. It's what makes these stories resonate." Ashley's film also required digging deep. "I had to portray someone who was terrified of change, and I think we've all been there," she said. "But being a mom myself, I found this incredible connection with my character's fears and hopes. It made every long, rainy shoot day worth it." The pandemic shadow. Though the world has largely moved forward from strict COVID-19 filming restrictions, their production still felt some ripple effects. Crew sizes were leaner, and everyone was under pressure to finish quickly to keep costs down. This meant fewer takes and more reliance on rehearsal and preparation. "Normally you can experiment with a few different takes to see what lands best," Alison explained. "But this time, we had to nail it almost immediately. It was stressful but also forced me to trust my instincts more than ever." Ashley agreed. "The energy on set was intense because we knew we couldn't waste a second. But there was also this bond. You could feel everyone pulling together to make these movies happen. A friendship forged in the fire." Interestingly, Alison and Ashley weren't starring in the same movie, but because their filming schedules were intertwined in nearby towns, they often crossed paths. They began meeting for quick coffee breaks or dinners when possible.